Welcome to the Real Estate Loss Prevention course, pre-foreclosure series. This series will cover what a pre-foreclosure is, how to stop pre-foreclosures, how to help others get out of pre-foreclosures, both the marketing and the document and presentation aspects of it, and lastly, how to start your own real estate loss prevention company. There are a total of 5 modules. This is module 1, what is a pre-foreclosure? Let's dive right in. Before we dive in, I want to let everyone know, legal disclaimer, this is not legal advice. If any of this information brings any type of ambiguity, don't just make assumptions, seek legal advice. If you want answers to some questions, reach out to your preferred legal advisor. I do want to make a note that different states have different laws when it comes to pre-foreclosures. This series will be covering everything that is pre-foreclosures in Arizona. There are 3 different types of theories when it comes to purchasing a house. Now, there are title theory states and there are lien theory states. In title theory states, the lender holds the title of the property while the borrower, which is you know, or the consumer, is given equitable title through a deed of trust. In a lien theory state, legal and equitable title is given to the borrower, and a mortgage creates a lien on the property. The difference between a title theory state and a lien theory state is that in a title theory state, there are no litigations when it comes to foreclosing on a property and selling it on auction. In a lien theory state, you do have to go through litigation. There's a court process and that takes months. It becomes a little bit more complicated. But with a title theory states, which applies in Arizona, upon purchasing a property, you give the right to the lender to fast track the foreclosure process and sell it on auction without having to go through courts. In the state of Arizona, once you are giving notice of default, upon notice, that means that's already been recorded and the public has been notified, that the house is currently in pre-foreclosure, you are given a 90-day to 120-day countdown for reinstatement. Now, all this information is just the information that we've been able to extract, is readily available to us. If you want to confirm this information, you can go online and just type in Arizona pre-foreclosure statute of limitations, and you can just confirm all this information for yourself. So this reinstatement period allows you to come up with all of the payments that are in arrears, payments that you've missed, right? Along with any type of legal fees, lender default fees, late payment penalties, default interest rates that are calculated daily, right? All that needs to be paid in order for you to receive reinstatement and get out of pre-foreclosure. 90 days, 90 to 120 days. Now, if you don't reinstate the property, you don't take any type of action to stop the pre-foreclosure process, what happens after it sells? An auction, right? Usually after a sale, the time frames vary, but a constable or a peace officer, right, will come to the property and put a padlock on and change the door locks, put a padlock on your door, basically taking away your access to the property. Now, when that happens, all of the belongings, everything that is inside the property upon them locking, usually it's after the sale, right? But when they lock it, it restricts your access to the property. All of your personal belongings that are left inside the property now belong to the state. And going back in there, trying to break in, getting everything out, will be considered trespassing. So you don't want that to happen, you don't want the state to come up on a 75-inch TV screen. You don't want that to happen. Now, let's say that, the worst thing possible happens, it sells, put a padlock, what's next, right? Usually, when a sale happens, it goes to the highest bidder. Let's say that you owe $180,000 on your property and the highest bidder paid $200,000. And in that situation, after it sells, and if you have any type of other liens, mechanical liens, anything owed to the property, most likely some taxes, after everything is paid, there is a sum that is considered an excess proceed, right? Now those excess proceeds, they don't go to the bank. They go to the owner or the previous homeowner, right? But are held by the state. Now, once that happens, you can contact a specialist that handles surplus funds and they can help you access those funds. All right, guys, so that's everything that I want to include in module 1, defining pre-foreclosures. Now in module 2, we're going to go over how to stop a pre-foreclosure. So stay tuned. We're going to try to keep these videos nice and short and sweet, easy to understand. Stay tuned for module 2, and we'll see you to the next one.